Played more than 125 times in their history, and it might not be the most well-known rivalry in the country, but for the heels and the Cavs, the South's oldest rivalry will always mean a lot. Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Keenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Virginia Cavaliers, taking on another team from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Cavaliers will kick it away to start us off. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Picks up the first down. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, and this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
And the Tar Heels come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Lopez to pass. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, just this is where you go over the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. This rivalry runs really deep, guys. It's the third most played in the FBS.
That's crazy, Reese. It's just crazy to think about all the rivalries across college football. And I love the orange and blue and the baby blue and this showdown every year.
They've been playing since 1892, man. That's a long time, and that's something that I think fans, players, and coaches are aware of. This game is very special.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And the missed connection on third down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Bringing the heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Lopez wants to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. They'll try the run. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Looking down the middle. Complete to the right. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
The Cavaliers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, it's Morris. Fires to the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Breaks the tackle. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23.
Really nice play call by the offense, too. Obviously, your quarterback's thrown picks on his last 2 drives, so you have to settle him down. And the best way to settle down a quarterback is to get the running game going. Put it on the big fellas up front. Put it on your backs. That's a really nice run, and that should help settle the QB down a bit.
halfway there on first down. It's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. Can't get him to the ground. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on 3rd. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Tar Heels will line up to punt it away.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Dropping back, it's Morris. With the catch, it's Harris. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Here's the handoff. Turning it on. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Cavaliers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Back to pass, it's Morris. Wide out trying to get it in. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Goes to the option. The pitch. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Twice they've been denied touchdowns in the red zone, and now it's 3rd and goal. Power ahead. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And they finally lift the lid. Man, I didn't know if we were going to be 0-0 going into the half, going into the fourth quarter. The offense finally puts a drive together, breaks that seal. Excited to see now this opens things up, calms people down, and lets them have a little more success.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take the touchback. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all, but no surprise. When you start the game 0 for 4 at QB, you've got no points on offense.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Lopez to pass. Fires to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
It has been tough sledding for this quarterback here early in the game. He's 0 for 5 right now. I give the defense tons of credit. It's not just good coverage in the back end, and it's not just a good pass rush. They're doing a nice job mixing up their looks coverage-wise. This quarterback looks confused, and that's a big reason why, guys, this offense has not scored a single point so far.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And the Tar Heels will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. It'll bounce out of bounds, and they'll spot it at the 40. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Grabbed in the middle. It's Ross. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. You'll get on the same page. You can tell they were. That's why they got the first down.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Hands it off. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Looking to throw, it's Morris. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Tar Heel. The defense gets it done with a huge interception return.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they did tack on the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Harrison. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
The Cavaliers in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to go up top. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Good, wide open, big play opportunity. Hits him right between the numbers. You got to make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was me. That was all me. My bad. Give me another opportunity later on.
And the Cavaliers come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Back to throw, it's Morris. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
The Cavaliers send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll take it on the return. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll run it. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And this offense has been completely one-dimensional. They have not been able to throw the football. Guys, they haven't thrown a completion yet. This quarterback has never been able to find himself into a rhythm. And if I'm the head coach, you got to ask yourself, how many more incompletions do I have to see until I make a switch at the position?
Johnson wants to throw it. He's going for a big play downfield. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Goss.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. screen. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
You're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, North Carolina.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Spits it out to the back. Got his man. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
Love the 3rd down call. Throwing the angle route to your back, working one-on-one against that defender. Easy pitch and catch for the first.
The Tar Heels are on the move. They'll run it.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. Here comes the heat. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Harrison. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking to pass. It's Morris. The throw to the outside is complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. It's a draw. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Typically, when you see a draw play, you don't think of it being forced outside.
No, you want those defensive ends to run upfield and run downhill in inside. The object is to get those guys pass rushing and running out of their gaps so you can run the ball right where they were at. That play had absolutely no chance of success.
Lining up to convert third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. A strike downfield.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Fires to the big fella. At the 45, on his way. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
To the air, it's Morris. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
Well, the offense is trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass. But you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack.
And the Cavaliers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Going to swing it on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's effective. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's going for the big play. Got it inside the 10. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Cavaliers.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go-round, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough. They get run by, he makes the catch, and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Johnson looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got him, and nobody's close. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a heat. He'll try to do it himself. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the 5-yard step off, 1st and 15 for this offense. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Got his man downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Number 90 on the field goal.
And the try is no good. And it is still a 4-point deficit. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. We're just about ready to start the second half. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger, and we might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking for a man, it's Morris. The short hand, it's Taylor. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
And a running back who can take a dump-off pass like that and take it for a gain, that can really be a quarterback's best friend. It's an easy way to rack up touches, but also get the ball to your playmaker in open space.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The lone back's got it. Finding open areas. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
The Cavaliers with the 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. Breaks into the open. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Looking for a man. It's Morris. A little release to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't get any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller's going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And the Cavaliers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
After getting nothing on the last play, will they try to throw it into the end zone on 3rd down? They'll run the option. Quick toss. Touchdown, Virginia! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Handoff to the lone back. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Tar Heels can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Johnson wants to throw it. Picked off. What a play to set him up. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll test the right side. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Oh, man. I mean, you don't get more wide open than that, right? Big fella running down the field. Nobody near him. Quarterback puts it on him. Just got to make the catch.
couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And now the lead is even bigger.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over. And while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back.
Oh, he's got some space. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the 1st down.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Johnson looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Goss. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
The Tar Heels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Didn't put much on that one, and it's incomplete. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Wants to throw again. Fires to the wideout. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the 1st down? This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And he gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
And the Tar Heels look to keep this drive humming.
Here we go.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. He's like a pinball with attitude out there, hammering ahead to the 30.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Sends it back in motion. Johnson wants to throw it. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17.
Tight ends nowadays, they're oversized wide receivers. They run routes like wide receivers. They make people miss now in space. They're guys that are now featured in offenses where in the past that wasn't the case.
The Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. Gives it to the back on the draw. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Goff. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. We've reached the end of the period. It's Virginia holding the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Right on the money. Touchdown, North Carolina! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
No, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step one accomplished. This offense obviously still has work to do, but the defense has to go out and get a stop and get him the ball back.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Harrison. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice. There he goes. Delivers the stiff arm. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the fourth quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
They're dealing with a second and long. Motion from the back. To the air. It's Morris. The screen, and watch out. At the 40, there he goes. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Taylor has it. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up second and 4.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
The Cavaliers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Throws to the tight end. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. This is a designed run. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
In situations like this, offensively, when you got the lead in the 4th quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
And the Cavaliers can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll leave it with him. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run and run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
The Cavaliers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking downfield, it's Morris. Quick completion on the out. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
And the Cavaliers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Gives it on the option. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. He's moving out of the pocket. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, if I'm the offensive line, I got to do a better job initially protecting my quarterback. And then once he scrambles out of that pocket, he starts to go to the left, I got to stick with the play, because then he gets whacked at the end of the play. And instead of helping my quarterback up, I got to make sure I protect him a lot better moving forward.
The give is to Taylor. Works his way through the traffic, and he picks up 8 yards on the play, and this one's much more manageable on 4th and 3. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, Dick.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Finds a crease at the 20. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
The Cavaliers just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
He's got it again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They go to the ground. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
And he's going to bring this one out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Johnson looking to throw. Oh, they're after him. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
You know, for this quarterback late in the game, you just need to have a better concept of the situation. Can't take sacks at this juncture. And I know that the play gets thrown off, the timing's off, and you're forced to roll out. But if nobody's open, either run the ball, get what you can, get out of bounds, or throw that thing away. Can't take negative plays at this point.
Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. To the air on 1st down. He wants a big play here late. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. And they take a knee on 4th down, having inflicted enough damage, and that ought to do it. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. And on 4th down, they'll take a knee, but this one's just about over. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. in a two-possession game, they'll take a knee. Defense can stop it a couple more times. This edition of the South's oldest rivalry is steeped in Cavalier attitude as Virginia takes down North Carolina. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.